Okay, as you can imagine, with the multi-chain asset issue that we've had, we've been working very, very diligently in the background to bring solutions to you. We're going to make some adjustments with this week's vote, but the biggest thing that we're bringing to you is the bridge for you to use on Squid. And we're also going to be bringing the Stargate bridge to you as well. But what we wanted to do is effectively run you through how these new ways to enter the network work, for the simple fact that there is a couple of changes and a few tricks that I think I've picked up along the way when bridging assets from network to network. And it's definitely something that you can use when you're bridging from, say, Arbitrum or OP or wherever you're coming from into Phantom. So the bridge is very simple. It's on our dapp. So go to equalizer.exchange, jump onto the bridge tab at the top there, and then you'll see this bridge here. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to work on the Axelar network to effectively bridge tokens from one to the other using their decentralized system, which is sort of like an intermediate layer, with Squid being that powerful dapp on top that allows us to sometimes swap the asset one-to-one, but in other ways access liquidity pools on those networks to give you those swaps. And I'm going to show you some examples here, and I'm going to show you why you should sort of think about this in a slightly different way, but not too different from the normal swaps, in the simple way that sometimes you'll want to make a swap on the network before you move to the next pool. And the reason being, the deeper liquidity on Phantom will usually be like a USDC Phantom pool, and there might not be as deep a liquidity on the ETH network for Phantom. So what you find is you do that swap before you actually make the move, all right? So I'm going to show you here how to do some pretty cool swaps and make it very, very simple to get those things across the network, make the swap on the chain with the liquidity, and then come through. So to give you an example here, let's just say we want to move over 100 ETH, just make a bigger number so that we can see how much the slippage adjusts here in this point. So we want to move over $188,000 worth of ETH on Arbitrum, and we bring it over, and we can easily bring over almost the same value in AXL USDC. Now this is a pretty big swap, right? But if we were to use Phantom, for instance, we're going to try and swap that $188,000 worth of ETH into Phantom, and look at the price impact you're getting here in doing that swap. So what you can do is on say Arbitrum is go into the AXL USDC up front. So what I would probably do is I would do my swap on Arbitrum, get a nice swap going there, and then let's just say we want to move $100,000 in AXL USDC onto Phantom. We can see we're going to get a lot of slippage if we go into FTM. But we can do that swap for much less slippage on the network. So what we do is we come in and we go directly into that AXL USDC, and now we can get a one-to-one swap. So I'm showing you this so that you can sort of start to navigate the Squid router a little bit better, and it's obviously more prevalent when you're doing those larger swaps, but there are ways to sort of make it so that you have a minimal impact when moving through assets over various networks. So I find it good to move in stable coins. So I like to make my swap on the network where I've got deep liquidity in ETH, get into the AXL USDC, and then I get a one-to-one onto Phantom in that AXL USDC, and then I can interact and do whatever I want from there. So just giving you this update and quick tutorial on how the Squid bridge works. Gives you, or the Squid router, but gives you a good understanding on what we've integrated for you. You can do all of this on our website now, or on our dapp. So you can even go into Equal. If you wanted to just quickly move into Equal, you can do that. Don't be doing it with an amount of that high because you can see the slippage, but you could definitely do it with $1,000, and you'll probably find that the slippage was a lot less. And we'll see how it comes up there. We got $986 worth. So you can even do, like, if you just want to buy some Equal while being on another network, you can do that too. But I think having a play with it, integrating here, it's as simple as, obviously here you need to approve it and then do the swap. We don't have the balance required to do that. But it's a pretty cool system. It's something to just play around with a little bit. Watch the tutorial a couple of times. Get comfortable with it because that's a great way to move in and out of Phantom.